Hey, good morning. Stuck in traffic with Wolf Gorlick. A couple minutes of IT security. So yesterday, had a flat tire. I had a very busy day, and I had a flat tire. So, like many of you guys, my calendar's pretty busy, right? I kind of play a game of Tetris every morning with my calendar, kind of getting all the blocks lined up as I'm double and triple booked, as so many of us are, and went out to my car, found the tire was flat, so I had to change the tire, get it repaired, get it put back in the car, do all these things within my 8-hour day, where I'm also got slides to prep and a talk to prep for a webinar I'm doing today, handling media about CBI Academy, 2 different podcasts, statements of blah, 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 blah. You know the drill. And I was able to do it, thankfully, and still make it to the Rockwall at 6. And it was crazy day. But those things happen, right? Those things happen, and one of the things that separates a professional from someone who's just getting started is the ability to absorb those shocks to our schedule and still make it. One of the things that separates the robust IT security teams and incident response teams from those just starting out is the ability to absorb incidents and absorb those stresses. And so oftentimes I look at something like an incident response team, and they have an incident. It isn't the incident that gets them. This is crazy. It's not the incident that gets them. It's the backlog of work that builds up right behind them, right? It's the backlog of work that they're not doing, and when they're responding to this incident, and now suddenly they've got to do double, triple work for several weeks to get caught up. That's what kills people. So, I would put forward the following model. If you think about your core business activities, right? We were talking the other day about the 3 circles, which is from the book Good to Great, which is the intersection of value, your skill, your passion, that intersection where you're working, where you're in the zone, you're producing the most value, you're doing something you're really good at. Performing your core duties, hopefully, is within those areas. If you think about your core duties, I would put forward your core duties should take about 60% of a week. So if you're working a 40-hour week, those core duties should take 24 hours. 24 hours. Now, you may ask yourself, well, wait a minute, Wolf, what are you doing with the other 2 days? That is your buffer. That's your shock, right? That's your ability to absorb and respond to risk and problems without getting swamped. That's your ability to respond and leap into opportunities and take advantage of areas where, hey, if I had 2 extra days this week, where could I really blow it out of the park and add a lot of value or really push this program forward, right? Those 2 days are your competitive advantage. At the financial services firm, I had a 60-40 split, and that 60% was your core work, and the 40% was training, right? So I'd have my guys doing training. That's one thing to do with those 40%. The other things that you can do are effectively anything that can be dropped at a moment's notice without affecting your value proposition. So, for example, training is a good one. Taking existing processes that you do and automating them, good one. Looking at the workload and thinking very deeply about what's going on and making sure that the 60% is being effectively used, good one. Researching, networking, producing a little more value in a particular project that in 60% you can get most of the value, 60% of your week, but with another couple of days you could really knock it out of the park and deliver something awesome. All those types of things, right? So you're not being idle at that 40%. That's not what I'm saying. Like, it's 16 hours a day, just kick back and relax and wait for your tire to be flat. You're making the best use out of it, but it's time that can collapse when you need to leap onto an opportunity or respond to a threat. This is vital for incident response. It's vital for SOCs. It's vital for organizations where these things that are going to pop up need to be responded to in a way that doesn't create a huge backlog of work. And if you notice you're doing the same things over and over again, that's where you move those things, the same thing over and over again in that 40%. You move those things into the 60% by automating and maturing and refining the way you're working. Great way to lead a security team. So to you, I'd say, hey, Look at your time. Look at your calendar. And check your tires, for crying out loud. Cheers.